Okay, so when you think about getting ready for a natural disaster, a technology advisory firm probably isn't the first source that comes to mind, right? But that's exactly what we're digging into today, a really comprehensive guide from a company called Virtualization Options LLC. And you know what? They bring a totally unique and super valuable perspective to the table. Let's get into it.
And this quote from the report really just hits the nail on the head. This whole thing isn't about being paranoid or panicking. It's about being empowered. It's all about making the smart choices now when things are calm so that you have better, safer options when things get chaotic.
So here's our game plan. We're going to break this all down into 5 key parts. We'll start with why this matters so much, then get into the nitty-gritty of your plan and your toolkit. From there, we'll zoom out to the community, and we'll wrap up by talking about how this is really more of a mindset than a to-do list.
All right, first things first, the big picture. Why is being ready so incredibly important? Well, as it turns out, it goes way beyond just keeping you and your family safe.
Think about it like this. When we prepare ourselves, we're actually easing the burden on first responders. Every single person or family that can handle things on their own for, say, the first 72 hours, that frees up emergency crews to help the people who are in the most dire, life-threatening situations. So your personal prep actually helps the entire community.
Now let's get into the how. And I love the way our source material frames this, using a tech analogy. First up is the software. This is all the planning, the communication strategies, the information, basically the brains of the operation.
You know, you can't prepare for everything all at once, so you have to focus on what's most likely in your area. Are you in a wildfire zone, a floodplain, tornado alley? Seriously, just knowing the specific risks for your neighborhood is the absolute bedrock of a plan that's actually going to work for you.
In a crisis, you have to assume your cell phone won't work. So what's your backup? You need a physical meeting spot nearby, and maybe another one farther away just in case. But here's the pro tip you might not have thought of: that out-of-town contact. It's often way easier to make a long-distance call than a local one during an emergency, so one person can be the hub for everyone to check in with. It's genius.
If you had to evacuate and lost your wallet, how would you prove who you are or that you own your home? You really need a 2-part strategy here. For the physical copies, a fireproof and waterproof safe is a must, but then you also need digital copies. Just scan your passports, birth certificates, insurance docs, and save them to a secure cloud service.
And this is where that tech firm perspective really comes in handy. A disaster doesn't just mess with the physical world, it can totally wreck your digital life. All it takes is one power surge to fry your computer. So having secure backups and good password habits isn't just a nice-to-have, it's a critical piece of being prepared in the 21st century.
Okay, we've got our software installed. Now it's time to talk about the hardware. This is the tangible stuff, the physical kits and supplies that are going to keep you safe and reasonably comfortable if the power's out and the water isn't running.
This right here is your basic starter pack. The goal is to be able to get by for at least 3 days on your own. The absolute key, the one people underestimate, is water. 1 gallon per person per day. That's for drinking and basic sanitation. And here's the part everyone forgets. Put a reminder in your phone calendar to check your kit every 6 months. Canned food and batteries don't last forever.
Your home is your main shelter, so making it stronger is a huge part of the plan. Now, yes, some of these are big weekend projects, but some are super simple, like just walking around your yard before a storm and bringing in patio furniture or anything that could get picked up by the wind. That simple act can save you from a broken window or worse.
Your car is so much more than a car in an emergency. It's your escape route, it could be a temporary shelter, it can even charge your phone. If you take away just one tiny habit from all this, make it this one. Try to never let your gas tank drop below half full. You just never know when you'll need to leave in a hurry. Okay, so your plan is made, your kit is packed. But true resilience, it's not a solo mission, it's a team sport. So let's talk about how our personal prep helps build a stronger community.
A truly prepared community is like a web of support. It's about knowing your elderly neighbor might need a hand evacuating. It's about local businesses having a plan to reopen quickly so people can get supplies. It's this whole picture where we're all looking out for each other.
A community is really only as prepared as its most vulnerable members. A good plan has to think about everyone: seniors who need power for medical devices, kids who have unique needs, or families that just can't afford to buy 3 days' worth of supplies all at once. Just checking on your neighbors, that can be the most important prep you do. And please, 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 do not forget your pets. This is so easy to overlook in the heat of the moment.
But the rule is simple. If it's not safe for you, it's not safe for them. Pack a little go bag for them too, with food, water, and any meds. They're counting on you.
So let's bring this all home. We've talked about the why, the plans, the gear, and the community. But maybe the most crucial thing to understand is that this is not a one-and-done kind of deal.
This is the big takeaway right here. Resilience is like a muscle. You don't just go to the gym once and you're strong forever. You have to keep at it. You build it by practicing, by reviewing your plan each year, by updating your kits, by just staying aware. It's a habit you weave into your life, not a project you finish.
So I'll leave you with this fantastic question from the report. Don't feel like you have to do everything at once. That's overwhelming. Just pick one thing. Maybe this week you buy some extra bottled water. Or maybe you finally text your family and decide on that meeting spot. What is the one small thing you can do this week to start building that resilience muscle?